Sorry about for the technical difficulty, folks. We're going to start this again for week 2 of Spotlight on What's Next. We are moving today from momentum to managed advantage. And if week 1 was all about harvesting what last year actually produced, not necessarily emotionally, but structurally, week 2 is where leaders begin to stabilize and compound that value. This is the point in the year where many people accelerate prematurely. They confuse movement with progress and experimentation with innovation. So week 2 is about resisting that instinct. Week 2 is really about harvesting what we learned in week 1. What did last year give me? And moving on to the more difficult follow-on question. What must now be stabilized before it can scale? Because momentum only becomes advantage when it is understood, protected, and deliberately reinforced. Otherwise, it dissipates. Again, I'm Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies, bringing you week 2 of Spotlight on What's Next 2026. Our week 2 focus areas are 1, strategic clarity over constant motion. This week is about narrowing, not expanding your field of focus. Instead of asking, what else could I do? How about asking, what must I now commit to doing exceptionally well? Clarity in week 2 means identifying the 1 or 2 strategic through lines that actually carried momentum last year and explicitly deprioritizing everything else. Progress this week is measured by what you stop entertaining or adding and removing everything else. So we need to stop adding things to our plate and create a year of focused purpose. Number 2, intelligent innovation over noisy experimentation. Innovation in 2026 is not about novelty. It is about precision. And thus, this week, innovation is defined as strengthening what already works, tightening feedback loops, and removing friction from proven paths. If an idea, tool, or initiative does not reduce complexity, increase confidence, or compound advantage, we should consider it to be noise. Week 2 is innovation that is quiet, intentional, and uber selective to help move our strategy forward. Number 3, durable advantage over short-term wins. This is where leadership maturity really shows. Short-term wins feel productive, but they often trade future leverage for immediate relief. Week 2 is about asking, what advantage am I building that will still matter 6 months from now? And what am I protecting that others may overlook? Durable advantage really comes from consistency, repeatability, and disciplined reinforcement, not urgency. And last but not least is disciplined execution over reactive action. How work is done matters as much as what is chosen to be undertaken. We need to learn how to reject urgency-driven behavior in favor of repeatable, governable execution. And we need to ensure strong connection between leadership maturity and operational excellence. Because when strategy is clear and innovation is intentional, execution becomes the true differentiator. Disciplined execution emphasizes how work is carried out, not just what work is selected. ensuring that priorities are translated into consistent, repeatable outcomes. This principle rejects urgency-driven behavior and reactive decision-making in favor of governable execution rhythms, clear accountability, and operational rigor. Over time, disciplined execution becomes the bridge between leadership maturity and operational excellence, enabling organizations to deliver results with reliability, credibility, and sustained impact. Week 2 reflection questions for us as we move into this heightened state of focused purpose could be: what momentum from last year is at risk of dilution if left unmanaged? Where might you still be equating speed with effectiveness in your organization? What would or could compound if you committed to it fully instead of a continuous sampling of alternatives? So our stake in the ground for week 2 is that week 1 was about recognition of our patterns from 2025 and before. Week 2 is about recommitment or commitment to our focused, purposeful plan and putting it into action. Not louder effort, not faster movement, but deliberate advantation positioning of you and your organization. Because in 2026, the leaders who win are not reacting to what's next. They are engineering their advantage quietly, intentionally, and ahead of the curve. So again, this is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies and your success strategist, bringing you week 2 on Spotlight on What's Next 2026.